Hey everyone, Nubkeks here, and in today's video I'm going to show you 3 really easy and really beautiful mounts that you can collect in Ardenweald in World of Warcraft Shadowlands. The first mount we're going to get is the Wildseed Cradle. To get this mount, we're going to be collecting 5 different items in the Garden of Night, which is the area sort of between the Mist of Tyrna Scythe flight point and the Heart of the Forest, right in the middle of Ardenweald. The 5 items we want to collect here are the Gardener's Wand, the Gardener's Flute, the Diary of the Night, the Gardener's Hammer, and the Gardener's Basket. Now again, I have all of the waypoints in the description. I used TomTom and just pasted those coordinates into the chat box. They appear up on the map. It gives you an arrow on your UI that will guide you exactly to them. The only one that's a little bit difficult to find, I suppose, is the Diary of the Night, which is, it's up on a platform. So just watch out for that. You kind of have to go a little bit out of your way to find the ramp up to the platform, but once you do, it's not too bad, and the ads there aren't too dangerous either. Once you have all 5 items, you can right-click one of them in your bag. This will combine them into one new item, Twinkle Star's Gardening Toolkit. And you can bring that to Twinkle Star. He's way off in the northeast, though, in Tyrna Val. So what I decided to do was to come back for this at the end. I actually went and got the other mounts in this video before going to Twinkle Star, but I should show this up on screen for you now. The mount looks really cool, I think. The next mount we're going to get is the Shimmermist Runner. This one is actually a little bit dangerous to get. It's definitely a little bit dangerous. And this is found in the real world version of the Mist of Tyrna Scythe dungeon. So you can actually go through the path of the dungeon, but you're actually in the real world this time, right? And other players can be there as well. So essentially what we're going to be doing here is going through the maze section of the Mist of Tyrna Scythe dungeon, but again, in the real world. So this starts at the end of the first boss room from Mist of Tyrna Scythe as you look down this sort of ramp, this corridor down into the maze. And essentially what you're doing is you're going through all of the gates that have the lanterns on the gates lit up with blue. And the most important thing here, which had been unclear from some of the guides that I had seen and some of the tips I had seen to get this mount, is that the first step of this, to reset this if you go wrong, you have to go all the way back out to the start of that corridor, way up at the top of the hill. That's actually the first gateway. So the key is to start at around coordinate 3154. Okay, this is at the gate going down into the maze area, so we're going to start up there, go down the ramp. Watch out for the really giant, rare elite guy that's going to be patrolling here. I'm going to return to him another time. I think he gives another mount. Anyway, we're going to go through the first left. There should be a little mushroom that you can walk over, and this is going to reduce your aggro radius so that you won't get attacked by any of these elites. Then we're going to go right in the next section. We're going to go left again. And then we're going to go right again, and then forwards into the next area. And then the final one is pretty straightforward. You're going to go left into the room with the actual mount in it, right into the boss area, the second boss area for Mist of Tyrna Scythe. You'll see the mount there. Once you go through, if you've done this correctly, this rare mob will be here. If you're doing it wrong, you're going to hear a sound whenever you go through those gates, so that will let you know that you've done it wrong. You need to go all the way back to the entrance to the whole maze area. Again, like, don't just start going left, right, left, right. You have to go way back up to the top of that ramp and go through that first gate. That kind of caught us a little bit off guard. We were doing the maze correctly, but we were starting too far down. We were starting in the actual maze itself. Go back up to the top of the ramp. And yeah, once you've done that though, you get to fight this mob. He's maybe a little bit tough. You know, we did it with 3 people and it was quite easy. For 1 person though, it might be tricky. So that's something to watch out for. But 1 or 2 people definitely could do this. And once he's dead, go over to the mount and click it and you'll get the mount.
We're so good at this.
Yeah. And then finally, we're going to get the Arboreal Gulper. This is going to drop from a rare mob called Humongous, and in order to spawn this mob, you're gonna have to loot an item called the Unusually Large Mushroom. This can drop off any of the mobs. In fact, you can farm it off the mobs that are near the boss's spawn point. If you don't have this item, you could still potentially find a group. This might be the best way to do it. Just find a group in Group Finder. For us, we were in War Mode on Alliance side, so there was no groups in the Group Finder on Alliance side War Mode, so I had to make my own group by getting the mushroom myself. Once you have the mushroom though, or if you're looking to just join a group at the correct location, the waypoints you're looking for are 3230. You go there, and there's going to be a patch of soil called damp loam. Once you have the mushroom, you can click on that. It will grow a big mushroom, and then after, you know, a few seconds or so, it's going to spawn the mob, and then you can attack him with your group. If the soil isn't there, this is what happened to us. This is what happens when you kill the mob. Once Humongous is actually defeated, it takes about 10 minutes for that soil to respawn. So if you've arrived and there's already been a group in the last 10 minutes that has killed the rare mob, you'll have to wait for that soil to respawn. Luckily, the mushroom, the unusually large mushroom you used to spawn this, does have a 20-minute duration, so you should be just fine. I mean, unless it took you more than 10 minutes to actually get there, you should be just fine. Once you defeat him, you get your Arboreal Gulper, which is just an absolutely incredible looking mount. This is my personal favorite, maybe my favorite mount ever. Like, I don't know, this thing is just awesome. He is so cool. Little frog bro. I'm in love with this guy. Oh, he is so badass. But yeah, there you go, guys. 3 mounts that are very easy to get. They're not going to take you too much time, and they look absolutely incredible. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that it was helpful for you, and good luck finding those mounts. I'm going to try get more mounts during the week, and I'll come back to you with another video when I've got another few to show. So until then, thanks for watching, and bye-bye.